Alright guys, I'm here with this Saturn view. It's a Saturn, it's a view. It's a 2014 and it's thermostat. After removing the covers, which is going to need a fill up, one for over here and one for over here. The two clamps. Remove this part right here. Thing comes off. Release your cap. Remove the cover. 10 millimeter. Most people want a socket and everything, but if you have a wrench or the smaller one, which is up to here, mine fell down, so this is why I'm using my big one. You have two 10 millimeters, which if you grab that bottom hose coming up right there and follow it. Let's see if I can put some lighting. Right there, that's where your thermostat is. You don't have to remove the hose. You don't have to do anything. You fill with coolant. Remove your coolant first before you do it. Make sure the vehicle's cool before you attempt to do this, because that's under pressure and it will burn you. Safety first. And it's two 10 millimeter bolts. As you guys can see, it's two 10 millimeters. Here's the other one. Both screws, I usually put them up there, and that's how it is. That's how quick it is to remove your thermostat. If you take more than half an hour doing this for a regular person, then you're having trouble and there's no business for you being there. Make sure you clock your thermostat right. Make sure it's clocked in right with the bezel always pointing at the 12 o'clock position. It's going to have a groove and it's going to sit in there, but make sure that when that gasket sits in there, the thermostat inside that gasket, there's a bubble, a little bezel breather. Make sure it's always pointing at the 12 o'clock position. The part that came in for this that we got at AutoZone was the wrong one, so now she had to go back and grab the right one, which is a lot bigger. But again, I'm just showing you the basics. I know most people is like, oh no, well, show me how to do it. Most people can't follow instructions. I'm showing you guys right here for do-it-yourself. And all you got to do is just come in this area. You don't have to disconnect anything like the way they show, removing something so that you can get to it. No. You come from right here. One bolt, two bolts. There's a bottom bolt and a top bolt. And that's it. Guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. It's Mike with Pacific Tech. I'll leave my numbers and other descriptions, and it doesn't have to be about this vehicle. I'm trying to upload all my videos on all the other vehicles that I've been working on, especially the new electric vehicles with the batteries and stuff, so just bear with me on that. It's a new phone, so the video quality is a little bit better. It's not one of those cheapy phones, so just bear with me. It's just that simple, guys. Just be careful right here. It's electronic throttle, and you don't want to bang it up or anything. One of the things I like to do is do this, so nothing falls inside there, crumbs or anything. You don't want nothing going in there. All right, you want that as thorough as you can possibly have it. Anyway, it's Mike with Pacific Tech. Leave your comments down below. Again, sorry, this is just, dictation, even though I'm trying to show you. Matter of fact, let me just show it. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'm going to try to put as much light as I can in that area. Right, there it goes. Voila. It sits right there. See how it sits? So, pop up. That's how easy. You don't have to remove any of this just to get to that. That's book hours. When you're doing the book hours, like I said, I'm a mobile tech. I'm trying to do this as quick as that's possible because it's faster I do it, the more money I make, because 15 minutes, but due to that they got the wrong parts at the parts stores. It's one of the reasons why. What do you call it? I'm taking a little bit longer, but no more than 30 minutes for a seasonal mechanic technician. 15 minutes. As soon as you grab the first 10 millimeter, it's going to take you 15 minutes for you walking to your toolbox, grabbing the 10 millimeter, taking the two covers off, and grabbing those two bolts off. 15 minutes max. And you're making $150 for a thermostat. Number is $150 an hour. I charge $120 an hour, but I'm not charging this customer basically nothing. It's a friend of the family, so when I'm not doing, the diesel technician, I'm not doing diesel work. I'm out here, helping family out because the shops are ripping people off. How you gonna do head gasket, not change out the thermostat, and the head gasket has been replaced and everything, but the car is still overheating because the thermostat is locked. I wish I had the old thermostat, but you had to take the thermostat so they can match the thermostat properly to what came out. If not, I have to cut it open and make a free flow system, which is going to set a code for below threshold, coolant below threshold codes, because I'm probably going to have to open it if they don't have that thermostat. Right. I know some of these cars may have two thermostats, but I know this one only has one. And the engineers, I'm always going to say, engineers were high on crack when they built some of this, or they hate, us service technicians, because again, sometimes the way they do things, it makes us laugh. But anyway, I'm just showing you how I cut time. It's a Phillips and a 10 millimeter is all you need. Here's my Phillips. There's my 10 millimeter, which is on this end. That's my 8 on that side. You don't need something professional. My other tool is on the floor in the back, and it's about that big. It's standard 10 millimeter wrench. That's all you need. No socket. You don't need a socket or anything. Get yourself a wrench, 10 millimeter wrench, and you'll be able to do it. 15 minutes for a seasoned tech to go and get his tools out the toolbox, pull all the covers off and grab that off, put it all back together again. 15 minutes. That's all it should take for a seasonal technician. For someone who has no seasonal skills as a technician, and it's just a do-it-yourself, someone who is handy with his hands and tools, 30 minutes at most. I say 30 minutes because some people get scared of taking this apart, and I keep telling people, and I'm trying to teach the youth, us old ones are trying to teach you young ones. This is like a puzzle in kindergarten, when you get the all puzzles and you put it in all together. So, let me let this truck pass by. But again, like I said, I'm out here doing this. The truck. I don't like to show people's face or anything because I don't want to get people in trouble. But, sometimes people are doing the wrong things, or maybe they're not supposed to be where they're supposed to be at. But anyway, it's quick and simple. I'm not going to drag this video any longer. It's quick and simple. It's all it takes. 10 millimeter in the Phillips. Take all the cover dressing off, the intake hose off, and the two 10 millimeter bolts, and out it comes. Just make sure you drain it, make sure it's cool before you do it. I don't have to go underneath and drain everything. Customer had water for some apparent reason inside of there, so I told the customer, they did the repair, the head gasket, take it back to the shop and tell them, replace the thermostat, but customer's upset already because they didn't do it the first time properly. And this is what we technicians always strive on. There's a difference between a technician and a mechanic. A technician is going to change every part that it needs to make sure that the system is fully working. It doesn't return back. The mechanic is just going to fix what, the customer wants, and that's it. And all they do is just turn the wrench, but they have no diagnosis skills. And forgive me if you do. It's not meant to insult you, but that's the consensus out throughout the streets in the United States. I'm always rocking from Washington all the way down to the San Diego borders, and from California all the way to the East Coast. So what I do my trip, and this is how I make my living, chasing that money around. And there's always going to be someone who needs a technician because the shop's too ridiculous, and what they're trying to charge. And mind you, when we pull out, specialty tools, yeah, it does, you are going to pay for it. So the more, specialty tools that you got to use, the more money you're going to dish out, especially for the exotic cars. Anyway, it's Mike with Pacific Tech. This is how simple it is. Again, questions down below. It doesn't necessarily have to be this. Give me about 24 to 74 hours for me to respond back, because I'm always busy and I'm a one-man show. I'm just trying to teach the younger generation how to do things, because we're dinosaur, dying breed. I'm not here for thumbs up or thumbs down. Doesn't matter what you guys say. I have people, write stupid comments. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Swipe to the left and go to the next video. Again, I'm not here for ignorance. I'm here to teach. I'm here to help someone that needs help. Someone who's willing to try and do things, to save themselves this. Because we all work hard for this, and we don't need to be dishing it out, for something that we can do ourselves. Anyways, Mike with Pacific Tech. Peace.